here with Jason, and he's got this killer leg lock series. I've been wanting him to show everybody. Are you down with that tomorrow?
I'm good.
Okay, so check it out. What I want to hear from you right now, though, is where you learned this series from. Was it me?
It was you.
It was me? Yes. I don't think so. I think you've taken it to a new level and created something that, honestly, I don't do.
No, you showed me all the basics of it, and over the years I just tried to figure out how to tailor it to work best for me in my game. But I learned all the basics right at Evolve.
But it's your go-to now, right?
It's more than my go-to. It's like my soul thing.
It's your soul thing. So you got a lot of transitions off of that.
I do.
So once you hit it, if somebody gets out of it, you set it up for something else, right?
Right.
So I watch you on the mat all the time doing it. So I'm excited to show everybody this. So if you're at Evolve tomorrow, actually, we're going to put this on the YouTube channel. You don't mind, do you?
No, that's cool.
Okay, we're going to put this on the channel so everybody will get to see it. The setup and walk us through it, and maybe teach a class tomorrow as well. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
No, but you're visiting here, so I wanted to just take a little bit of time to recognize some of your accomplishments. You know what I mean? Yeah, why not? Look, this video...
We're not doing the Jason accomplishment
hold
video.
on a second. The video is not for you. Let's get that straight. The video is for our kids, because right now, you're just coming in and I haven't seen you for a long time, so I just want to give some words of wisdom, because you know, when I first met you, how many years ago was that?
15, 16.
Yeah, so you were spinning your wheels, and it seemed like you didn't really have a direction like a lot of kids out there. And now, Harvard grad, he's a military officer. You know, you've done all the things you've done, that cool guy stuff that we can't talk about, but is cool. And you're a professional, one of those professional warriors out there that doesn't want to talk about your accolades and accomplishments, so we won't. Let's just talk about the steps that really got you on the path to going forward. And think about saying this to not only my son, but your son, because he'll see this one day.
Well, I would say definitely the discipline, you know, coming into Evolve from day one, it was yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. So the discipline, you know, you find when you treat people with respect, you're more likely to get respect back. The punctuality, I can remember driving 45 minutes up here, but being off and running in with some kind of dumb excuse and saying, oh, I'm late because and no, at Evolve, we stress punctuality. It's important, and you'll find it's important in life, important in military career, important in civilian career, and it sets you up for success in life. Networking. Anybody who does anything on the professional side will tell you networking is one of the most important things in the world. You know, you come in here, you're rolling with guys who are owners of companies, you know, workers building buildings, doctors, CEOs, CFOs, politicians, military. So, you know, the network you build here is amazing. And then the fact that you're actually staying actively engaged and staying in shape. Instead of going to a gym and running on a treadmill like a hamster and everything, you're learning a skill that could protect your life or the life of others. And at the same time, you're staying in amazing shape, and you're getting that workout in. And honestly, for me, it's great because, you know, the stresses of the day, you know, we all have things that we worry about, you know, mistakes you want to correct, things you want to get right, goals you're pursuing in life, things that stress you out day to day, cause all the anxiety and everything. In today's society, everyone's trying to talk to shrinks and pills and all that stuff. And in here, it's great because while I'm rolling, the only thing I'm thinking about is rolling. Because if I stop to stress out about something else for 1 second, this guy chokes me. So, you know, for the time you're on the mat, you know, it's one of the only activities you'll ever do where you're 100% engaged. You know, there's no side thoughts. You're completely focused in it. In the meantime, you're building a great family, great network, and learning the skills that'll make you successful in life.
Yeah, so I really couldn't have said it any better. I'm sure I've said it 1,000 times to my students, and probably put a video out there about that one thing that he's saying about being in the moment. Yeah, no other workout that I've ever found does that.
I'm just starting out in the half guard here, kind of a pinch or leg shield, I believe they call it. So I got kind of a leg shield going here. You know, I got my hand up in here. If any of you knew me last year, I had thumb surgery. Getting your thumb busted sucks way more than you ever think it would. Cast surgery and nasty stuff. So now I have the habit of, you know, trying to keep my thumb out of this grip. It's just my personal preference, but So I create some space here, and what I'm gonna wanna do is I'm attacking this leg. So I gotta kind of scoop under there. But I'm also using this a little bit because I don't wanna like, you know, teleport my move and just be like, hey, so I'm gonna shoot on your leg because he's gonna cross face me, come across, it's gonna be a miserable day. So, you know, I don't just wanna make it so obvious. So I'm playing with this a little bit, maybe making him think I'm sweeping or something. So, you know, what I tend to do is push out a little bit to get this, to get his weight back, so that way it's not as easy for him to cross face me. And then his response is gonna be to push in. I'm gonna let him push back in and I'm gonna pull back in. And then I'm gonna get this leg up here. Now what I need to do once I get here is I need to get this leg all the way across to the other side. So once again, I'm kind of using this to help me. So I'm coming and I wanna turn my hips completely and I'm gonna end up right here. So I was on my right hip, now I'm on my left hip. If I get it in nice and tight like this in the roll, you know, it's beautiful. I can knee bar him. You know, you can get that super nasty knee bar. But more often than not, he's, you know, when he's going full speed, it's a little bit harder to get it landed like perfectly deep down to get the knee bar. No worries if I don't get the knee bar, I have the toe hold. If we get caught in the, what do you call it, in the scramble or whatever, and he's coming, no worries. I can come back out and still get. Now be careful about your rules. White belts, you know, this may be an illegal ankle lock, but especially no-gi, you know, I can get the ankle lock. So one more time.
That's illegal IBJJF, but for
Yeah,
no
it's not
use.
considered a reach, is it?
Yeah.
So one more, turn this way. So one more time, I'm just starting with this leg shield. Me, because of my past medical history, you know, I'm doing thumbless grip up here. I don't want to teleport this, so I'm kind of fighting with him. You know, he's fighting. You know, I want to get him away from my body so the cross face isn't imminent. And then I'm getting it to up to this point. Also, I'm using this to help get this. It's kind of like the arm bar. The key is getting that leg around. Same kind of concept. You need to get this leg around. So I'm using this to help me get this leg around, and I'm rolling my hips. If I get it in nice and deep, great. Finish that knee bar. You know, keep your knees together. It seems like a small detail, but those knees, it is a big one because if your knees aren't tight together, it's all loose. He can turn to whatever. You know, keeping these tight, at least it buys me a second to get into position, whether I go for that knee bar, whether I go for the toe hold, or if I end up having to completely come out and go for the ankle lock. Anyone need to see that again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So for no-gi, how would your grips be to get this movement going forward?
For no-gi, I do the same. It's more of a pinch. I kind of pinch a little bit more.
Okay.
And I get right here. Oh, sorry, I gripped. But I would just keep this here to create the distance until I need to grip him, and then kind of grip under his shoulder. So everything would be essentially the same, except instead of getting that grip, can I borrow? No-gi, instead of getting that nice thumbless grip in here, you know, I'm just kind of creeping it cross face, gripping the back of his shoulder, and keeping that distance. The reason I'm keeping this here is largely to just keep him from cross facing me. If I don't have that here and I'm just reaching like this dude cross faces me, it's a bad day. So, I mean, that's my main reason. With a gi, it definitely does help me be able to kind of pull him in and out, help me adjust for the move. But the main real reason is because otherwise, when I go like this dude's gonna cross face me. So no-gi, just keep that up to protect yourself. So one more time with the gi. So you got the half guard, the shield, got my thumbless grip up here. You know, I'm pushing, getting this kind of away. When he pushes back in, I'm pulling him in so I can get here. I'm using this to help me get that leg all the way around. Bam. He's letting me finish it nice and tight because he's a good partner. So knee bar all day. A lot of dudes aren't nice partners or they're good jiu-jitsu guys. And yeah, if he slides out a little bit, you gotta go for this. If he gets out too far, try and get some cloth, come up. Depending on what your rules are, you can come around to the ankle lock.
You guys want to try?
Yes, sir.
All right, 1, 2.
Hey, thanks for coming down this week, and that was a pretty sick move. I do remember showing you that, but you've taken it to another level. But you got anything you want to say to actually say to Alex, because I know he's going to watch it, we'll probably have 2 views. My son, your son, any other wise words that you could impart?
Oh, well, I mean, as always, thanks for having me. And I don't think I took that to another level. You taught me the concepts, and you know, I just kind of altered them to my experience and, you know, into my game and what works best for me. And I think overall that's kind of just like any lesson in life. You know, I have had a lot of great role models growing up and everything. You know, a lot of great mentors still in my life. And, you know, they teach me some principles to make me successful. And, you know, I may not apply them in the exact same manner they do, but I take those principles and build my foundation of who I am off that, and, you know, just cater to your game.
Hey, so one more time, your son, he's going to listen to this. You got something to tell him? I told him something last night. Get to bed before 10.
Yeah. To tell Alex, get involved, keep surrounding yourself. You know your papa loves you. You know, keep people like good people like Master Mike and, you know, your grandfather and, you know, strong role models in your life. You know, watch what they do. Keep a good circle around you. You keep a successful circle, you'll be a successful person. You know, you build a solid foundation in your life to build off. You know, you're going to be successful. So just you know, kind of observe people who have qualities that you want, and then you know, adopt them and mimic them to how you can apply them in your life.
Alex, look, I don't think he knows where his car is, so make sure you don't get punched in the head too much as well. Get to bed before 10 p.m., dude. All right, you guys take care. We're still looking for the car.
I know where the car is.
He doesn't know where the car is.
The car's right here.
Look, I mean, how many spots do I have?
No, the car's right here. We walked right past it.
How did we walk past your
I
car?
thought you were trying to do the video.
I was doing the video, but I wanted to find your car.
The video would have been
I didn't want to walk a quarter mile to do a video, but that was cool. Did you like that background? Look.
Well, the video would have been 2 seconds long.
Yeah, okay. We found the car. You guys make it a great day.